while we figure that out, let me give you guys a giveaway. Guys, gonna giveaway for a Philly Flippers sticker. Good morning, folks. Please tell me I can. That'll be great. That would be great. Live. It doesn't look it's going live. It says you're live. Please check your stream on YouTube, but I don't see it on YouTube. So if it's live on YouTube, it's delayed. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Good morning. I love discounts. Good morning, Tina. How is life in State College? Good morning, 9/11 Initiative. Good morning, DRK. How are we doing? How is the weather? The weather, sheesh, man. I am lucky to say that I live in where I live in Florida. Look, guys, there's a lizard on my window. Just look at that. See that? There's a lizard. He's outside. Don't worry, he's not inside. There's a lizard right there, just chilling, chilling, just doing his thing. My bag. I don't know what just happened. I'm lucky where I live in to be where I live in Florida because we went to a flea market yesterday in the middle of Florida, and it was 9 a.m. and it was like 95 degrees. And I was like, I would not survive. I am live on YouTube. Hell yeah. And it was. Let me make sure it's all good on here. All good on there. Save. Right. Now I have YouTube opened and I'll have you guys opened. So everybody on YouTube, hi to y'all. Everybody on Whatnot, how to y'all. And we're good. Uh, to Florida heat is different. Yeah, so Florida heat is different, but where I live in Clearwater. So I'm surrounded by water. I have the Tampa Bay water coming in. I have the Gulf water coming in. So it's not that bad here. I mean, it's not that bad at all here compared to how it was there. So I'm very blessed to pick the right place to live in Florida. So because yesterday it was freaking brutal, man. It was 90 degrees. It was like 9 a.m. It was tough. The 65. Where are you at, Billy? I don't even know where in the world you are at. But welcome in, folks. Getting a giveaway. Welcome into another seller support show, seller support Q&A. This one's actually is more or less sponsored by Whatnot. By what I mean is that they are supposed to push this one out a little more than the other ones because they give me a topic to talk about today, and we will be you're in Rhode Island, nice, and we will be talking about it today. So today we're talking about selling formats, pricings, tips, and tricks. That's what we're doing today. We're doing selling formats, pricing, tips, and tricks. So if you guys want to learn about the selling formats and the pricings and the tips and tricks, you have came to the right place to learn about selling formats and pricings and tips and tricks. That's what we're going to be doing. Right? So that's what we're doing today. But we can also we'll also be doing the promotion. Same thing. You guys can sponsor a gift card. We'll be promoting you. All of the same stuff we usually do in the morning show. Same Q&A. You guys can ask any question you want. But yes, we can do it all. Let me say good morning to everybody that's here because I know I missed so many of you guys. Chaco Dog, good morning. Therese, good morning. Can anyone show the seller screen during an auction? I had two shows and I had the same problem both times. How can you help me? Can anyone show the seller screen during an auction? I've heard two shows. I don't know what that question means. Hood Robin, what's going on? Hood Robin, good morning to you. Therese, good morning. Hey, Cornerstone's here. Hi, Cornerstone. Good morning to you. Rhode Island, says Billy. Billy lives in Rhode Island. Helps for sure. Natural Estates here. Say hi to Natural Estate. Guys, getting this giveaway. So my first item, and I wasn't able to bring up my second item. Does every single item have to be in? Yes, yes, yes. So yes. You can't just load one item into your show and beat that. But what you can do is if you're going to be doing random pools, which sounds like you're doing threes, you have to put quantity number 99 or 199 or 299, and that way you can just click run next and go to your next item. So the way you set up is good, but on the quantity, just put in a multi-quantity item. 99, 199, 299, 399, whatever you want it to be. But that way you can click run next and it will do it. You don't have to make a new listing. That's what it seems like you made that mistake, or you just did quantity one. That's what it seems like. Good morning, notorious bag lady. Good morning, Mama too. Mr. Clean, you got the giveaway. Rigged, rigged, rigged. Very rigged, but it's okay. We'll allow it. All right, guys. So today we're gonna talk about selling formats, pricings, tips and tricks, all that fun stuff. And the first thing that they say on here talk about is quality listings. Who here? Let me show a hand. If you, good morning, bees. If you do quality listings on your stuff, drop me a pizza emoji, which means no, I don't. I do not. I shouldn't. No, I don't. Somebody lied to me. Um, um, for some, okay, but by quality listings, I mean, it has a picture, it has a title. Yeah, you liar, you liar. All right, as a picture, as a title. All right. Well, condition, yes, but pretty much that thing. Like I'm not asking for you guys to put a S in the description or anything like that, but it has an accurate picture. So, for example, like this would say Ray Don Zen mug and the picture of the mug. It wouldn't say heavy one or wouldn't say random two. It wouldn't say anything like that. And that's what I mean by quality listing. All right, all right. That's what I mean. But because I know we all do the quality listings of random seven, quantity 700 million, and we take a picture of a pile of something, right? I know that's how all we do quality listings, right? That's our definition, especially if you're in the pallet game, especially if you're in the storage unit game. That's our definition of quality listing, right? But this is what I'm referring to right here. Okay. I do mugs, screen. Okay. Okay. So Tina actually does take the time for each item. Okay. And the reason why we bring this up, good morning, Paul. The reason why I bring this up is because Whatnot is looking into spending more money in the SEO system, where if you guys spend your time on doing that, your items will show up more and more and more and more, right? So, for example, let me show you guys something. I so on my show on Saturday, I'm selling these Air Jordan Retro 13 white hyper loyal shoes. You guys see? I have a picture of the shoes. I have a title of the shoes. I already have 5 bookmarks on that item, and the show doesn't start until Saturday, right? So already 5 people already found that item and are interested in purchasing it. Another example would be this right here, Toy Story Signature Woody Collection. This is a very expensive Woody toy. So that's like $300, right? So I have a picture of the toy. I have Toy Story Signature Collection Woody. I already have $32 in pre-bids, 7 bids, and 4 interested things, right? And what we can do right now is we can test it. Let me copy and paste my title, right? This will let me do it. Let me copy and paste my title into the Whatnot SEO. So if you guys know what that is, you guys can search at the bottom of Whatnot. There's a little search bar. Click on that search bar, and I can copy and paste what I just listed, right? And the first thing that shows up is my listing, right? So somebody on Whatnot right now is searching for Toy Story Signature Collection Woody, they will find my listing right away, right? And there's a bunch of other stuff that they can search through as well to find other Woodies. But if they're looking for that one in particular, they will find mine first, right? Right? Now, let's say I put that title and I just wrote Toy Story Woody. I didn't write Signature Collection. I didn't write anything like that. All I did was just did Toy Story Woody. So I wouldn't say this is a quality listing because this is just a lazy title and just a picture. All right. You type in Toy Story Woody, and you see, first one isn't mine. Second one isn't mine. Because if I could scroll on here backwards, would be great. Third one isn't mine. Fourth one isn't mine. The fuck, man. Fifth one isn't mine. Sixth one isn't mine. Seventh one, eighth one, ninth one, 10th one, 11th one, 12th one, third one, 14, 15, 16. Oh, wow. I thought I'd already be there by now. 22. Mine is 22 on the list. Right? 22 on the list. So it's it'd be a lot harder to see it. So that right there kind of says, hey, if you spend the time and actually put in what you're doing, it's it will help to find it. I think it makes sense to rentals, but yeah. So I want to be all honest with you guys. I only do the quality listings for my big shows. There's I go live 10 times a week. Right? I go live 10 times a week, and I don't have time to do this for every single show. Most of the shows you guys will come into, you will see me. You will see me just have random whatever, right? I saw it. Thank you. But um, for the big shows, like for them, like this Saturday, I have my baller battle, the Demo Baller Genshin Jig battle, which is one of my biggest shows of the month. For that show, I take the time of taking all the pictures, doing all the things, because I want people to find those items and do that. So if you guys have your bangers, like your big 50, 60, 70, 90, $100 plus items, I will recommend you guys spend your time on those to do quality listings. And so that way, people from outside of your group, people that are just searching on whatnot, could and will find those things. So that's the quality listing format. Does anybody have any questions about that before we go on to the other one? Right now, guys, we have a sponsored Starbucks giveaway from Divine Discontent. Could we, that giveaway is running. Could we please tag up Divine, guys? Go follow Divine. Her name is Gianna. She sells jewelry every Saturday. I see you have a Sunday show now too. Sunday June 8th. Usually it's been every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's still every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, guys. Saturday. But she's doing one on Sunday as well. But she does awesome jewelry. If you guys love jewelry, man, I bought from her before. Great jewelry, great prices. If you guys want an awesome jewelry seller, guys, definitely go follow Divine Discontent. She's unbelievable, right? So, guys, she sponsored this giveaway. So go click on her name, click follow, go bookmark some of her shows. She's awesome. Clearance lot. Oh, guys, she's doing clearance this Saturday. That's what I bought from her before. For clearance lots, where she goes is like she's like, I have 18 brooches. I'm selling all 18 brooches for $3 starts. That's what she does. She's like, oh, now I have 18 bracelets. I'm selling all 18 bracelets for $3 starts. It's she those clearance lots are absolute crazy. So definitely go check those out. Or buy it now and they shop the same thing. Yes, the bin is the whatnot version of your shop. Is there a way to buy more than one thing from a seller and check out at one time, or if you were buying separately? So the reason why I'm going to talk about this more when there's when there's fees. We talk about the fees. The reason you can only buy you can buy one thing. You can buy multiple things if it's the same item. So, for example, like I have in my store right now, I have these right here. I have this music mini speaker, right? I have 105 of them. So you can buy multiple of those. If you go to Quantity, you can buy like 10 at a time and do one purchase. But you cannot like make your shopping cart and like add one of those, add one of this, add one of this, add one of this, and then buy. That is not allowed just yet, but that would be a great feature to add, though. So let me actually, because I will. Um, we have a meeting with Whatnot this week, and add shopping cart feature to bin. That would be a fun thing to add, because the reason why Whatnot does this in separate things is because they want you to get paid for all the for the things, right? Many people complain and say, "Hey, how come Whatnot charges a 30 cents fee on every single purchase? Why can't they just do one scan at the end, right? Why can they just buy a bunch of stuff and then pay for it at the end?" Well, the reason for it is, let's say you have somebody comes into your room that has no money in their account, and they go to your show and they buy everything you have, right? They buy every item from your auction, every single one, and then you end your show and it comes to pay, and they don't have the money in their account. There's nothing you can do. You pretty much went live for 2 hours for no reason, because the person that bought everything from you had no money the whole time, and now you lost that 2 hours that you went live because there's nothing you could do to get the money from that person, right? So the reason why they have it for every single transaction is that they know you're getting paid for every item that you actually sell, right? So until there is a way for them to do that in a different way, that you will get charged 30 cents for every transaction for that checkout timer. What do you mean by that, bees? Let's say you have even like a check. Let's say you even have a checkout timer, right? Let's say you have a 5 minute timer, and they don't pay in that 5 minutes, or something like that, right? Now, and they bought 34 items during your show. Now you have to um rerun those 34 items, or everyone else already checked out, so you're not gonna you have to do another show for those 34 items. Even if there's a checkout timer, that it's like, if somebody, if there's a way for them to buy more than one thing from you with no guaranteed payment. It's just a pain in the butt for it to do. Used to the open box, buyers could shop and pay box, stayed open for a few days. It worked. But that again, it's not the guys. We're following Divine, getting the giveaway for Divine. So that's why they do it that way. Again, I wish they didn't, because RJ, congrats, man. Gonna add a Starbucks to your pile for pickup. So that's why they do it. They do it that way. When someone does a rerun, do you still send the original person an envelope? Yeah. If somebody no if somebody buys from you, you have to send them something, right? Even if they say stack or they say rerun or whatever, they still have to get something. They still got a label for their item. You can't just like ignore it. Now, if they stack or rerun and they do local pickup, then they can just send you the code, and they're good to go. But if they bought something from you and stacked it and rerun it with shipping, you have to send them something. There has to be that kind of thing. What is a stack? A stack is, let's say I'm selling um, comic books, right? Let's say I'm selling comic books and I'm selling this book right here, right? So on this Marvel comic book right here. Let's say Bees wants to buy it to support me. So Bees buys this comic book and they say stack. So what that means is they don't buy it, but they want me to stack it. So that means my next comic book I was going to be selling was this one, but because Bees stacked the first one, now I'm selling them both together. So it's supposed to get me more bids and more bids, and that way. So now people are bidding on two, because instead of bees shipping, getting the one shipped to them, they stacked it and did it that way. So that's the way it works. And sometimes the stacking goes crazy, and then next thing you have 85 books that you're running, and then no, I have not heard anything about that not being allowed. I've not heard anything about that not being allowed. Saying the rondos.com. Okay, wow, whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all just went ham on the bin stuff. I see you, Mother Flipper. I see you, Chocolate Dog. I see you, Elegance by Kate. I see you bugging out right now. Mother Flipper is next, though, guys. We're gonna be running Mother Flippers. Man, Mother Flipper, I was so close this morning. I was debating what shirt to wear, and your tie was right there. I almost wore your tie, man. That would have been crazy if I wore your tie. Guys, go follow Mother Flipper. They're awesome. They're a grandmother granddaughter duo. They came on my primetime show this Sunday. Absolutely crushed it. Had some hiccups, but they faced those hiccups head on. They let them stop them from running other items, and they were amazing. So they're very very new sellers. I'm glad I gave them an opportunity to come to the show and shine, and they shined. They absolutely shined. Awesome people. If you guys want some great tie dye, go to their tie dye shows. They sell unbelievable tie dye. It's like really, really good quality work. They have awesome storage unit items, men's items, women's items, everything you can think of. They have it. Where did I put my? I was showing the stack and I lost my iPad. How does that work? How am I that good? Anything at Webster? Webster crushed it yesterday, man. I wish it was warmer. I mean, what was cooler? Because we didn't stay the whole time, but man, holy moly, yeah, I did. I we loaded the car. My car was loaded from Webster yesterday. Did really really good. All right, so we talked about quality listings, right? About how it helps users find what they're looking for. High quality listings not only improve discoverability but also lead to higher conversions. That's what they told me to tell you guys. Right? Good morning, Sip and Tiff. I think this is Sip and Tiff is here. Good morning, Sip and Tiff. Good morning, Inga. Missy, how are you, my friend? I, I, I have to stop what I'm doing and make sure Missy is doing okay before we can continue going on with our show here. Okay. So we gotta make sure Missy's okay. Tell Whatnot we need notifications for messages. Never been on platform without this good service to answer fast. Set alarm to check 2 days as a fix. You're talking about in your messages. You don't get the notifications. Hey, when you live from this weekend, I feel you. Okay, okay. I didn't see Ralph. I didn't see you either. I saw the typical crew. I saw a new person, Galaxy Pickers. I think was their name. Galaxy Pickers. Shout out to them. Hang out with Michelle Collects. I saw them. I saw Frank 228. He's a Whatnot Disney seller. I saw him at Webster. I saw Florida Auctions, FL Auctions. I saw them at Webster. Dave, Rod, Carrie, the whole crew. Yeah. Um, okay, I will let them know. I will let them. No, that was a thing. That was a thing. Good morning, Inga's here too. Good morning, Inga. How are you? We might have random storage unit pools tonight. Oh snap! Would you look at that, guys? Random storage pools tonight. Also, guys, while I have your attention here, I have to kind of promote myself, guys. Go bookmark all my future shows, especially next week, guys. There is going to be no shows next week. No community shows next week because I'm going to be in Georgia all week. I'm going to be in Georgia all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm going to be with Gamers Collectible, and we're going to be selling off his father's collection, his father's estate. His father's been collecting for 50 plus years, and we're selling off his collection on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I got a sneak preview. Guys, he has a whole binder of tobacco cards. Baseball 1909 1900 tobacco cards. For reference, I sold one of them on my baller show for $1,400 2 months ago. One card. He has a whole binder of them. He has baseballs signed by Ted Williams, baseballs signed by Yogi Berra, baseballs signed by like all of these like great MLB players. He has all of that. He has insane glass, lunch boxes, thermoses, memorabilia. You name it. It's going to be absolutely crazy. He has Magic the Gathering cards, Pokemon cards, you name it. It's gonna be this is close to Savannah. We're gonna be by Savannah, so you guys don't want to miss out because we're selling everything for $1. All right, everything's gonna start at $1. All right, so this is gonna you guys can go bookmark those shows. They're already on my preloaded June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. All right. We're gonna be there for 4 days, absolutely blowing the stuff out. It's gonna be insane. You guys don't want to miss that. All right. It's gonna be in the morning, and I appreciate that, Billy. It's gonna be crazy, absolutely crazy. Botanical. You got the giveaway. Congratulations. Yeah, like heavy hitter items. And we're gonna be doing max shipping. We're gonna be doing dollar starts. It's gonna be insane. All right. We're just gonna go random. We're just gonna go random. We're going to put things. We're gonna get there Sunday, and we're gonna, how you call it, like, put them in different categories. So that way, if somebody comes in and says, "Hey, I want to see some lunch boxes," we can run some lunch boxes. If somebody says, "Hey, I want to see some of this," we can run some of that. But we're gonna be running random the whole time. How do you super book show? I don't know. Also, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? How you doing, guys? YouTube people, how y'all doing? Choco Dog, guys, is next, guys. Go follow Choco Dog. Choco Dog 6 sponsored a Starbucks. This is running for Choco Dog. Her name is Kim. First and foremost, I am a Christian that tries to live my life daily as God would have me to do. I have had a passion for loving vintage as long as I can remember, starting in the 70s with garages with my mama and my aunt Georgia. I live in the beautiful North Georgia with my husband, my two pop daughters, Peaches and Lily, my boy mom of two wonderful sons, both married to two beautiful women. I'm currently enrolled in the NYIAD for interior design. Graduate in August 2025. That's coming up in a couple of months. Breast cancer survivor since 2023. Hell yeah to that. And I'm very excited to start selling on Whatnot. See, there we go. Look, see, guys, this is an importance of a good buy right there, right? We probably had no clue who Chocolate Dog 6 is. But now, just after reading that, we get to hear her story, see what she is, and want to go and shop her from, guys. She's doing a white show Thursday with all white ceramics. She got a vintage show coming up on Thursday, June 5th. Vintage, retro, and rustic, and yummy decor. I would like to know what yummy decor is. That's coming up on June 12th, guys. So go give her a follow. Go give her a bookmark if you're into all that fun stuff. Go follow Choco Dog. Go follow Choco Dog. When you set up your support stickers to sell, what category do you list them under? Support stickers? When you set up your support stickers to like this right here, that's under stickers. Under stickers. Are you selling as new seller? I did one show a few months ago and ended up costing me over $7 in shipping because the items did not fit into 12-inch box. How do I ship for big items? If you're gonna be doing big items, I would just suggest you just do one show just dedicated to big items, and have a buyer pays all shipping and actually put the dimensions. This is where quality listings will come in. Put the dimensions of each item so that the person that's buying from you knows what they are paying for, right? So if you're doing blow mold or just some crazy tall vases, put the actual dimensions of that item when you were listing it. So that way the buyer knows exactly what they're in for, right? So that way you don't get charged way too much. But so far, because Whatnot does not have a deal with UPS, all they have is USPS. Anything bigger than 12 by 12 by 12 will be costing you money to ship because USPS does not have a cheap option for that feature yet. If Whatnot gets a deal with UPS or FedEx in the future, those will be cheaper to do. But right now, I would not recommend running anything too big, multiple items, because it's going to be just very expensive. So how would you set that up for a live storage unit unboxing? I have preset. So when you do your listings, you have presets you can do. You have big item, and so like, let's say it's 24 inches, right? If let's say it's 24 inches smaller, you can have a preset shipping settings for 24, right? And then you can put that as the shipping for that item. Or if it's 36 inches, you can have a preset for 36, right? And have that set up. There's shipping profiles you can choose from for when you quick add stuff too as well. But I would, if I'm doing like a live random pool and I see a big item, I probably will not be running it though. To be honest, I'm probably just gonna put it to the side. All right. So we're still on quality listings, by the way. If we've been out for 30 minutes, we're still on talking about quality listings. Um, Next thing, we're talking about pricing tips. All right, who here does $1 starts, guys? Drop me a pizza emoji if you do $1 starts. Does weight matter? Yeah, weight 100% matters. Yes, 100% matters. Love discounts does $1 starts. Drop me a pizza if you do dollar starts when you're desperate. Okay. Anybody else? Pizza. Everyone keeps people do here. They're like, what is a pizza? Pizza. Okay, sorry. I have a Ukrainian Philly accent, and sometimes people don't understand pizza, like something you eat, not a peace sign. Pizza. Oh man. Oh man, y'all get me. Only one time during the prime time rate chain. Well, Harry, yeah. Well, see, that worked out pretty well for you, huh? It worked out pretty well for you. So there's positives and negatives to dollar starts. The positives there, first of all, it makes listing easier. I can tell you right now, when you do quality listings, just do dollar starts. It saves you so much time when you do. Thank you so much for your bid purchases, by the way, guys. Second of all, it's a lot more fun, right? It's a lot of excitement with dollar starts. People love dollar starts. It's engaging, all right? Um, but then the negative is if it sells for $1, it's big sad, right? It's big sad if it sells for $1. It's scary, and we'll tell you why in a second here. Let me run the next giveaway, and we'll tell you why. Elegance by Kate's next. Thank you so much. Elegance by Kate, guys. This is running for Elegance by Kate. Guys, get in this giveaway and go follow Elegance by Kate. Let's see what you're about. I'm guessing your name is Kate. It would be really weird if your name was like, I don't know, Jessica or something. Welcome to Elegance by Kate. Here you will find a variety of luxury and mid-lux items. I run auctions and provide great deals so you don't have to pay big prices for quality name brands. I have a show almost every Saturday morning where more often than not you can catch my daughter dancing in the background and a few show of good vibes. Thank you for checking out Elegance by Kate. Well, thank you so much for sponsoring. You guys, our next show is Saturday, June 7th, Saturday, June 10th, Saturday. So yeah, every Saturday. I like the consistency. We talk about consistency on the show quite a bit. I like consistency of every single Saturday having a show. That is absolutely awesome, guys. You guys, go bookmark her shows. If you guys get some lux or mid lux in your life, go bookmark those shows. All right, where I was here. Did I lose my sheet? I did lose my sheet. And so, guys, to talk about dollar starts and fees, I made a whole thing for you guys here so we can understand it better. All right, so let's take you guys to a road trip. And let's zoom out. And look at this, guys. Boom. I spent all morning today. I spent all morning today working on this. All right. I woke up early just to do this for you guys. All right. I just woke up early just to do this for you. So what we have here is the sale amount. So how much each item sells for. Right. I did 1 to 20. We have the fee, which one I charge you about 11% plus 30 cents for the credit card fee. We have here the cost, what this will cost to you, and we have the percentage, and then what your total profit is. So let's say you sell something for $1. The whatnot fee is 11% plus 30 cents. So that will cost you 41 cents. If your item sells for $1, you are paying 41 cents in fees, which is 41% of your profit. So you're only pocketing 59 cents after all said and is done. If you sell something for $2, it's going to cost you 52 cents. No, because the keeper's wallet, it's whatnot gets 8%. The credit card company gets 2.9%. They don't keep the 8. They don't keep the 8. They don't keep the 11. Whatnot keeps 8. The credit card company gets 2.9 plus 30 cents. That's why I did 11. That's why I did 11% there. All right, it's not raised to 11. It's always been that way. It's always been 8 plus 2.9. All right, let's say you sell for $2. All right, Yeah, yes. That was too much math with the tax card trick. So we just did something small like this. All right, 52 cents. Look, if you just sell something for $2, guys, your percentage fee goes from 41 to 26%. All right. Look at the big percentage drop if you do $2 starts instead of $1 starts. If you sell something for $3, it goes down to 21%. All right. If you start things at $4, you go down to 18%, 17%, and so on and so forth, right? So I'm saying that dollar starts are dangerous because if you do $1, you're paying such high percentage in fees, and then again, if you do like $10, you're down to only 14%. If you sell something for $20, you're down to 12%. So pretty much, Whatnot wants us to sell at a higher price because the higher you pay, the higher start, the less percentage you're paying of your sale is was the whole point of that. All right. You want to screenshot that? Okay, here you go. Hold on. I'll be making a YouTube video about this too. All right. Here you go. Take a screenshot. All right. Boom, right there. Hopefully, you guys got your screenshots in. Boom. All right. I'm gonna be doing a YouTube video talking about this in more detail, but that is what the fee structure looks like. On Whatnot. Again, Whatnot does not pocket the 30 cents. Whatnot does not pocket the 2.9% fee. That's what they give to companies. Like we talked about earlier, it would be so much better if you can just at the end just do one checkout, right? And it's 2.9% fee plus 30 cents, right? But for your safety, because somebody can just come in and buy 40 things from you and not have money in their account. Then when it comes to checkout at the end, it's what you call it? You could get screwed out of that. Try bundling, but no one would buy anything. Yes, the 9/11 initiative. I would continue to try that. And that's why I'm saying if you're new here, don't follow my example and don't do dollar starts. I'm going to be honest, guys. In the last couple of weeks, I've been very discouraged from dollar starts myself because I haven't had the audience that I usually have on my regular shows. Like right now, I have 200 on my morning shows, but I'll do a selling show and there'll be like 50 people there. And a lot of times I do dollar starts and it sells for $1, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I should. Even I right now am considering changing my strategy around and doing something like that. The ideal thing, top shelf, ideal thing you want to be is at $10. $10, you're only paying 12% in fees, 12.5% in fees, right? That's kind of my ideal mark. Is like I want everything to sell for at least $10 because that way I am not getting destroyed in the fees, right? Is there a way to bundle things for reduced shipping in the store that are not bought in the show? Boycott $1 stars. I'm not saying boycott $1 stars. Many people do dollar starts and it works out for them. But like Billy can tell you, even Deals to Steal are one of the biggest sellers, if not the biggest sellers in the storage unit category. Billy mods for them. They do $3 starts. They don't even do dollar starts, right, Billy? They do $3. They do $3 starts, right? And so even one of the biggest sellers, if not the biggest sellers in the storage unit category, they start things at $3, right? So I'm saying like you don't have to do dollar starts, right? So like that's not like don't get that out of your head. A lot of people that are new sellers, they think, oh man, if I want to compete, I have to do dollar starts. No, if you bring a great item, you can sell things at $3. I saw somebody the other day that had 7 people in their room that were selling clothes, and they were doing shoes. Every shoe started at $10. Every clothing started at $5. They only had thing like 10 people in the room, and they were getting sales. It was getting one swipe, one swipe, one swipe. But if you're selling shoes, what are the odds of somebody in your room having the same shoe size and battling over one pair of shoes, right? So if you sell them for $1, if there's no resellers in that room, that shoe will sell for $1, right? But that strategy was like, okay, if you want these pair of shoes and you want them for yourself, you'll want them at 10, right? So they started all their shoes at 10. I mean, everywhere else, the shoes go for crazy amounts, right? So $10, I think, is still fair for if you want to buy some pairs of shoes for yourself, right? So you got to consider all that kind of stuff. So like if you're a new seller here and you think your only way to success is dollar starts, that get that out of your head, right? If you need $10 on an item to break even, run it at $10, because you know what's going to happen is if you run things for $1, right, and it sells for $1, you're gonna get mad, you're gonna get upset, you're gonna say, "Oh, come on, chat, what are we doing, chat? Come on, what's happening? Come on, blah blah blah." The only person you have the right to get upset at for that thing selling for $1 is yourself, is because you chose to run it at that price, right? That's the only person you have that you got to do that, right? Shipping calculated in a percentage. Poop, 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 poop. I believe so because I checked my math this morning on stuff that I sold from mine, and for some things I was off, and some things I was higher, something was lower, but they were all like 3 or 4 cents off. So like I think shipping is there's something to do with I think it's tax though, not shipping. That is part of it. Because something that was off by 3 or 4 cents, something that was higher. So I think tax might be something to do with it. When you do reduce shipping, do you only do ground advantage? My Amazon 55 red boxes. No, I do priority. I do priority. All right. Who's next? Who credit card fees on tax and shipping? Okay, so the 2.9% is on K. So 2.9% is on tax and shipping. Gotcha. Gotcha. So again, this is why you have to have a good chat. Have a good chat because they will answer all your questions for you. Bugging out, guys, is the next sponsor giveaway, guys. Go follow Bugging Out. What's going on, Andy's Darling on YouTube? How are you? Bugging Out right now. You will find great items to sell here on Whatnot. We find great items to sell here on Whatnot, and it's all random. If you're looking for something, don't hesitate to ask. If you have any problems with anything, please reach out first. Please enjoy. Weekly Ranger. Oh, you're on the Finders Keeper rate train every single week with Lost Treasures and all those. Okay, okay. I know all about that. I know all about that. That's cool, cool. So I don't know who you guys are, but I just followed you just based on the fact that you guys know Finders Keepers. If you guys know Finders Keepers, then you're a okay with me. So I'm guessing you're storage unit sellers, vintage and collectible sellers. They have a show Friday at 5 p.m. Right on the show Wednesday. Let me give you guys some bookmarks, see what you're about. Breakfast Club Raid Train Friday, June 6th. Weekly raid trains every single Friday. Breakfast. What is this Breakfast Club all about too? Huh? I'm intrigued. Huh? Has anyone ever done their first show in a raid train? I would be very highly. I see you, Tara. It did not show up on my computer, but I see you on here, Tara. I would highly not recommend you do that. To have your first show on a raid train, I highly recommend you don't do it, because especially if you're doing a selling show, I would recommend you get your feet wet and learn how to sell. Do the first show on a Disney community train. Jeez, wow, man, having your first show had like 500 people in it. That's kind of crazy. That would be very hard, very hard to pull off. Well, the USA Rage Train, you weren't really selling stuff on that one, Jarhead. That was kind of like a get to know yourself kind of rage train. That's a little different, right? Uh, my first show gonna be your first is gonna be in a raid train. Well, good luck to you. I can say I highly do not recommend doing that. How does your show get bumped into a category? Your show gets bumped in a category on many things. First thing is this: if you promote your show, you'll get the bump from the promotion. But secondly, it's kind of a combination of how much people are in your room, how many people are communicating, chatting, bidding, how much of those hearts are being tapped. If you guys want to go right now and tap all those hearts for me real quick so people can get in here. So let me go. So there we go. Those hearts are being tapped. I think there's also there's no scientific proof to this, but I think there's also a correlation based on your giveaway and how many people entered the giveaway. So if you do fun giveaways like gift cards and more people into the giveaway, I think that will build your room up as well. Because I've seen a difference when you have a boring giveaway and nobody enters it and nobody comes into the room, or you have a good giveaway and then people enter it and then more people come into the room and they do that. So the hearts are like hitting the like button on YouTube or like hitting the heart on an Instagram post or a TikTok thing. It just engagement. It just shows the algorithm that people are enjoying the stream and they kind of push it out more to saying the word Loungefly helps too. Yeah. Do we sell different stuff on raid trains? You do different stuff based on what the train is, right? So if it's a Disney raid train, you'll be selling Disney stuff. If it's a snack raid train, you'll be selling snack stuff. If it's a plant raid train, you'll be selling plant stuff. If it's a storage unit raid train, you'll be selling storage unit stuff. It's based on what the raid train is. If the raid train is called the color blue raid train, you'll be selling blue items, right? If the raid train is called only hot things allowed, you'll be selling only hot items, right? So that's kind of yeah. It's a red, white, and blue. Yeah, like whatever the person is collecting the train, whatever they're titling it, that's kind of the do it today. No, we're still good. We're still good. How Florida is fantastic. Y'all going ham in the buy it now section. Thank you for the tip. Mail envelope giveaway. Yes. How to do a giveaway? Running for $1. Settle down, man. Running for $1. Can we tell running down to settle down? Thank for the sticker. Hey, you complained you didn't get one. All right, so I made a note on your purchase. I put a sticky note on your purchase. Make sure Tan Goddess gets a sticker. All right, so I had to do it. So, guys, we're going to talk about how to set up envelope shipping right now. All right, so this is my show today at 12 p.m. I'm doing a live unboxing today at 12 p.m. Let's say I want to set up the gift cards for that show. MZ Creations, you got that giveaway. Congratulations. Let me do one more before we talk about this because it's going to take a couple minutes to go through so you guys understand how that works. I actually have my iPad with me today. We're all prepared for it. Tour sticker fun. Well, thank you so much, Pat. I appreciate it. Is 9/11 next? 9/11 is next, I believe, right? Yes, 9/11. Thank you. 9/11 is next, guys. This is a Starbucks gift card sponsored by 9/11 Initiative. There she is right here. Click on her profile. Go follow Jasmine. 9/11 is a 9/11 emergency dispatcher, mental health advocate, video gamer, geek, crafter, and a V-friender. Nice. We'll be sharing my treasures and find new homes for them, both new and handmade, as well as gently loved items, and eventually source items to share. It will be going toward 9/11 initiative to help improve community centers everywhere and help us under the headset. I'll looking forward to connecting with everyone. Thank you for your support. Wow, so everything you said will be going towards the 9/11 initiative to help improve community centers everywhere. That's so awesome. So I love shows with a good cause, guys. Our next show is Thursday, and she's doing a stampede. Variety of types, stamps, and more stamps. Variety of types and styles, bundles, singles, and big. Sort of like wood stamps. Is that what you're doing? Like selling wood stamps? Jesus, that's a lot. 13 more. It's too, yeah. Thank you. All right. Good point, folks. Folks, that's a good point. Let me take those off because we do got stuff to do. All right. Thank you, folks. Nine. So guys, go check out this Wood Stamp show on Thursday 8:37, and then she's also doing. You might have to move one of those because they're almost at the same time on Thursday. One's at 8:37 on Thursday, one's at 9:15 on Thursday. Doing V Friends and chat and chill. If you guys know about V Friends, they're very popular. Like code card game thing. They're like that. So they're very popular on this app too. So if you guys like V Friends, if you guys like crafting, go follow them. They're talk faster. It's not talking about faster. Everyone's getting 5 minutes. I can talk as fast as I want, but everyone's getting 5 minutes for their promotion. So it doesn't matter how fast I talk. First thing you gotta do, guys, when you set up your show for to get the envelope shipping, you gotta click on your shipping settings. All right. shipping settings, and under domestic shipments, right there, under 3 ounces, it says USPS first class mail letter. You have to have that toggled green. This is the biggest mistake people make when they're doing this. They do not toggle this first class mail letter. So that way, for that show, that show is now eligible for envelope shipping. And you just say right here, for shipments valued $20 and below, shipments valued $20 and above will be graded ground advantage. So what this means is that if you were doing a gift card and the gift card's worth $20 or more, you cannot put it into an envelope. You cannot, right? And I've seen some people, some bigger sellers do this, and then they get bad reviews because they put $100 gift card into an envelope that gets no tracking. And that's why there's so many people that claim that there's scammers out there because they're trying to save a couple bucks and they do it. All right. So the item has to be $20 or less for it to qualify in that envelope. All right, so that's the first thing. All right. So once you set that up, your shipping is ready. When it goes to create your listing, all right, wouldn't you? I was, yes. So if you guys can vouch for me here, if anybody here wins a big gift card from me, 25 or higher, I always put those in the bubble and they get shipped around. All right. What about the sellers that email the winners gift cards? I don't do that because there's too much stuff that can go wrong with that, right? There's too much stuff that goes wrong. Somebody could say that they never got the code, and you send them the code. Good morning, twin. How are you, man? I talked about our amazing show coming up next week. They got a lot of hype for it. Uh, um, so I don't do it that way. So once you did that, right? Now it's time to create your listing, right? So we're going to be doing a giveaway, right? I'm going to do a quality listing because that's what I always do. You take your picture, whatever you want it to be, right? Then you choose the category, right? In the category for your listing, if you scroll down, there's a category called stickers. They made a listing just for the envelope called stickers. You choose that category right there. You choose stickers. And then in the shipping profiles, you guys see I have a bunch of custom profiles, but shipping profiles, you click on 0 to 1 ounces. And now that listing that you made qualifies for plain white envelope shipping. And now that is good to go, right? So for what you can put into a plain white envelope, you can put stickers, gift cards, Pokemon cards, playing cards, anything that is skinny and that can fit into an envelope, right? For example, this could probably fit into an envelope as well, but this is thick and fat and it will not ship into an envelope. It has to be skinny. They can fit into an envelope. Like my GoPro battery cannot fit because it's thick, right? But anything skinny like this, air fresheners, magnets, tea bags, you name it. People do flat things. Yeah, so people get creative with that kind of stuff, and they go ham on it. But all that stuff fits into in that fits into an envelope will qualify. Good morning, Bargain Bellas. How are you? Top of the morning, Mickey and Mamas. Hopefully, I answered that question. I believe we just have we. Oh my goodness. All right, eclectic shops. You're absolutely welcome, guys. My twin just came in and just hit you over the head with a mega giveaway, guys. This is a $25 Starbucks, courtesy of Gamers. $25 Starbucks. Again, this will be shipped to you ground because it's a big giveaway. And this is going to Gamers, right? Guys, go follow Gamers Collectibles and guys get in the giveaway. $25 Starbucks. All right. Make sure you're following Gaming Collectibles, guys. And again, this is the person I'm going to be with next week. I'm spending the whole week with Gamers, selling his dad's estate. We talked about tobacco cards and signed baseballs and everything you name it. That's going to be with Gamers. So he's going to be rating me into those shows as well. So guys, go follow and bookmark his shows. follow and bookmark my shows. This is going to be a crazy week of selling, guys. June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and maybe 5th. All right. And it's going to be an insane shows. All right. Like I've sold a bunch of cool stuff on here. I don't think I can compete with what was going to be coming up this week, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be way better than any of the stuff that I sold. It's going to be insane. It's crazy stuff that are happening this week. But I also follow Gamers. Gamer sells on here. He sells video games. He sells shoes. He sells in the storage unit category. It's going to be crazy. Good morning from Glen Olden. I used to live close to Glen Olden. Do you sell costume jewelry? I sell absolutely everything. It will be fun. Yes, it will be very fun. I agree. Um, let's see. Am I close to 40K? By the way, I was like 150 away from 40K this morning. Hopefully, we get closer to 40K. But anyway, guys, back to our scheduled seminar. Talked about pricing. Talked about dollar starts. So who wants to do dollar starts now? Everybody that was on the fence with dollar starts. Who wants to do dollar starts? You just hit 5K? Hell yeah. 39,871. I don't think it updated because that's where I was this morning. So I don't think it's gonna update like after the show's over. Still you. Can you explain how to unbundle, please? Unbundle. That would be hard for me to do a visual on because I don't have all my stuff is shipped out. It would have been easier for me to do a visual if I had some stuff to ship still. But it's very easy to do it. You can just click on your item or on the shipment and click on anything you want. Click on the bundle. But it's hard for me to show without having anything that I still can afford to do $1 start tonight. And I'm saying it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I'm saying it's fun and what you can do as well. What I see people do is they do like $10, $5 starts, something. And if it gets like a little dead or quiet in the show, you can add some excitement, saying, "Okay, guys, for next minute, next I'm going for $1. We gotta go quick, right?" So you can incorporate that to build some fun into your thing, right? But again, there's multiple ways to succeed on this app. And dollar starts is just one of the ways to succeed. You can do other ways to do it. But I'm saying if you have 5 people in your room or 10 people in your room, the odds are if you sell something for $1, it will probably sell for $1, right? Because there's just the odds of more than one person wanting that item in your room are very low, right? So unless it's something incredibly amazing, it probably will sell for that amount, right? So you have to put that into consideration when you're doing your show, right? Can you talk about shipping? I sold one shirt and I still put it in a large priority box. What did I do wrong? If you what was your shipping setup for that one shirt? If you sold one shirt and then you put it under 1 pound, then yes, it would be in priority. If you sold one shirt and you put it in 4 to 7 ounces, it would go ground. If you put it at 8 to 11 ounces, it would still go ground as well. Guys, we're following gamers, guys. This is guys, $25 Starbucks gift card, and there's 70 of you guys that are not in a giveaway. 70 people don't want $25 Starbucks, $25 in Starbucks. Again, maybe you don't want it. Maybe your wife does, your girlfriend does, your husband does, your mailman does. Right? This is a crazy for this many people not to be in this giveaway. That's insane. They have better chance for me. There we go. It's like shh, don't tell 'em. Yes, and if you sell the guys, that's a great point. Gamers brings up a great point. This is why I enter all these giveaways, even for like somebody was doing like Walmart giveaways, all these other ones, Taco Bell, Burger King. I don't go to those places, but guess what? I won one, and I ran it as a giveaway on my show, right? So use this as a fun giveaway for your show if you're not going to even use it as well. All right, all right. All my people deserve it, 100%. All right, well, who's going to get it? Pappy's Treasures. Pappy's Treasures, congratulations. $25 Starbucks coming your way. You do Walmart, Amazon. So the reason why I don't do those, Pat, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. The reason why I don't do them is just because I want my people to do my shopping on here, which is why I always at my meetings with Whatnot tell them, can you please get your butts in gear and start doing Whatnot gift cards for crying out loud. I would love to give away Whatnot gift cards on these shows, right? I would love to do that. Like, and that's why I don't want to give out Amazon or Target or Walmart because I want you guys to shop on here. Right? I'm a seller on here. I want you guys to shop on here. I want you guys to go to Amazon or to Walmart and to buy something. Right? I want you to buy on here. This is why I want freaking Whatnot gift cards. So that way you guys can use that money and put it back on the app. But since there is no Whatnot gift cards, I chose Starbucks because if you guys want hot coffee, you can't buy it on here, right? If you guys want like I don't know, an iced coffee or you want a chocolate croissant, you can't buy one on Whatnot, right? So that's why I don't think it's a competitor. It's something like fun, another like fun thing to do to the side. That's why I chose Starbucks as the giveaways for mine. It was discount on the show. I've seen that too, but like that just it's not for me. Hola, Amy. How are you? Guys, shout out to Amy, by the way, Nurse to Riches. She's gonna be watching my dog the whole time while I'm in Georgia. So shout out to Amy, guys. Go follow Amy. That's like a very big commitment, and I'll be and wouldn't be able to wouldn't be able to go to Georgia if we couldn't find a puppy sitter. So shout out to Amy for doing that. That's gonna be guys. Go give her a follow for just for that alone. Gypsy Picks, guys, is next. Gypsy Picks is next. This is a Starbucks gift card for Gypsy Picks. Gypsy, let's see what you're about. And let's see what you're about. Hi, I was born in Philly but live in South sunny Florida. Sounds kind of like me. I was raised in Philly, but live in South Florida. I'm a full-time registered nurse with a passion for picking vintage-inspired antique jewelry, clothing, and everything in between. I pick at thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, and estate sales, auctions, and the bins. I also buy storage units. Holy moly, you are busy, Ellen. You're a busy, busy lady. Thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, estate sales, auction houses, and the bins. Sheesh. You will find in the vintage category, but I also sometimes pop up in the storage units category as well. My goal is to follow my passion and sell full time. Follow me on Instagram at Ellen Gypsy Picks, guys. Her next show is Thursday, 7 p.m. She got jewelry. She got new picks on Thursday, June 5th with glass and home decor. She got new with tags lady show coming up on June 8th. And so forth, so far and so forth, guys. Go follow Ellen. See what she is about. See what she's about. Guys. Go follow her and bookmark her. Sky is a good girl. She's gonna be a girl. Sky's a good dog. She won't have a problem with her. No, no, because Sky is, and she stayed with her before when I went to Vegas, so it's not her first time. So I wish I had a fire sale option where all items could flash sale at the same time. They actually are working on that feature where you can multi choose your items. That is something that we suggested for them to do, and there's something they're putting in the code to make happen where you can do that. Set up for the first show. Do most stream from computer, webcam versus phone? So I stream. The way my setup works, I stream from my phone. So right now, you guys are looking at my phone. You want to stream from what the best quality camera, right? So if your best quality camera is your iPad, stream from your iPad. If the best quality camera you have is with an OBS attached to your computer, you guys can do that. Stream from that, right? You want to have the best quality a camera so you guys can stream from it. So I use my phone. I always get the latest iPhone, so that's what that works. But then I have other stuff around. So I have an iPad with me. Usually there's music that's being played off it, or it's a much bigger screen to read the chat from. So that kind of helps too. So for example, right now on my phone, I see 3 lines. On my iPad, I see all of these lines, right? So like it's a lot easier, bigger screen, a lot easier to um, read from your iPad. But then I run things from my computer. So when I pin things, I run things, I do them from a computer. So usually you want to have at least 1 or 2 devices with you to help you. A lot of times I just run from my phone. I run from my phone. I stream from my phone. I read from my phone. That gets the job done as well. But to make things easier, I'm surrounded by tech on both sides to make this easier for me. Uh, do, 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 Sweet Georgia Peach. I'm going to be in Georgia next week, Sweet Georgia Peach. Tons of info here. Well, thank you. Can you change shipping after the show is done? If someone bought one item, so they are not charged 925. No, so once somebody is charged for shipping, they are charged for shipping. Um, uh, there's um, there's nothing you can change afterwards or anything like that. Once the transaction is over, it is over. Um, you can unbundle for yourself and do whatever you gotta do, but once that person is charged for that shipping, they are charged for that shipping. The only thing you can do in the future, let's say you feel bad or something for them, maybe throw in something extra in their package. Say, hey, I'm sorry, I overcharged you for the shipping, and do that. Like, for example, I saw yesterday Josh do this, Harry Tornado, one of the biggest sellers on the app. He ran a bracelet under large instead of small. So somebody bought it and paid 921 shipping because he picked the wrong thing. He's like, oh shoot, I'm so sorry. You got charged 921 shipping for this item. Let me throw in a necklace as well, kind of to make up for it, right? So he did it live on the screen, which I thought was pretty cool. He made a mistake and it's like, hey, I'm going to add this to it just because you paid too much for shipping on this thing, right? So you can do that, but just in the future, just make sure you run the stuff in the appropriate categories, and then that way the people are going to be charged appropriate things. So if you're selling a shirt, run it in 4 to 7 ounces or 8 to 11 ounces. Guys, this giveaway is going to pool in about 11 seconds, and there's 80 of you guys are not in there. Y'all just hating coffee this morning. How to set up a sponsored giveaway? How to set up a sponsored giveaway? I can. As soon as we run the next one, I will talk about, because again, it will take some time to Sarah. Sarah, you got it. Congratulations. Weigh each item separately. That is the best way to go. That is the best way to go about it, is to weigh each item separately. Guys, hopefully, guys, I'll follow Gypsy Picks. Honeybee is next. Honeybee Hive. Honeybee Hive. I was hoping to see you yesterday at Webster's, but I don't think I think I've seen you. Guys, go follow Honeybee Hive. This giveaway is running for Honeybee. Give her a follow. She also came into my prime time, I think last week or week before. Absolutely rocked it out of the park. Awesome seller on here. Sells Squishmallows, plush, toys, clothes, you name it. Has a lot of fun. Has always good energy. She always makes you feel welcome. Every time you come into her room, she always says hi to you. How are you doing? Doesn't matter who it is. Great atmosphere for sales, guys. Go follow Honeybee's Hive for sure. Go follow Honeybee's Hive. Awesome seller. How do you set up sponsored giveaways? So the same way that I showed you guys how to do the envelope shipping, that's how I set them up in my show. So for example, I'll put that in the buy now section. I'll put it under stickers, and you have to, if you're doing a sponsored giveaway, you have to, in your description, you have to say exactly what it's for, right? So for example, for the $5 one, I say, you sponsor a $5 gift card for the chat, you get a thank you card. There has to be a transaction that happens with the person that bought it, right? So the person that bought it has to get something in return, and you have to put that in the description. Or if you don't, and there's just like a virtual transaction, that goes against Whatnot TOS, right? So you have to put in the description, hey, you sponsor a $5 gift card for the chat while your gift card is running. You get promoted for those 5 minutes, and you get a thank you card at the end, right? And that's, you make that listing. I make that. I put it quantity whatever 999. I just let it. Just put it in the bin and I just set it and forget it. Then what happens is, if somebody sponsored, like Honeybee right now just sponsored it, I now go to my giveaways. I run a giveaway for her for Honeybee Hive. So it's make a different listings in your giveaways for gift cards. And then while the giveaway is running, I talk about it. My mods the whole time below. As you see, the whole 5 minutes, Honeybee High is going to be promoted the whole 5 minutes. And while people are coming in, they can get in the giveaway. They can see her name. They can see me mention her name. And hopefully she gets the promotion every 5 minutes to get followers and bookmarks. And then when it comes to shipping, I ship out a thank you card to Honeybee Hive. And then let's say Natural Estate wins the giveaway. I ship a gift card to to Natural State of High. So there's two forms of shipping that happens at the end of a sponsored giveaway as well. Hopefully that answers that question right there. So if I set up sponsored giveaways, you have to put in your giveaway that is for the sponsor. That's for the sponsor. Correct. So for example, let me read you right there. Right. So sponsor files up a gift card for the chat. Bless the chat with a gift card. You receive a promotion when the gift card is running and a thank you card. You have to put um, exactly what the person gets while that's running. Do you recommend paying for promotion in the beginning? Case on Closet, I do. I actually really do. And what now probably would not want me to say this. Faded Flamingo with the big raid. Thank you so much, Faded Flamingo. Guys, get in the giveaway. We have a sponsored gift card running for Honeybee's Hive. Guys, make sure you're all following Honey's Casey's Place with the middle finger. Why are you hating on me, Casey's Place? Why are you hating? All right? Guys, go follow Faded Flamingo. All the Faded Flamingo guys, go follow Honeybee's Hive, and get in the giveaway for her. So I was about to say before I got rated, Whatnot probably will hate for me to say this because they get a lot more money when you pay them to promote. But I can guarantee you, if you go to one of my shows or Jen's Multiverse shows or Hodgepodge Play shows or Joe Hollywood shows or any one of these shows where they do these sponsored giveaways and you give me $15 instead of what the $15, you will get way more bigger bang for your buck than with the promotional tools. And until they make that better and actually get a lot more bang for your buck that way, I do not recommend you to promote your show, right? But if you are new and you're having your first show and you come to one of my sponsors and you buy a giveaway for the chat, I will talk about you for 5 minutes. I will promote you for 5 minutes. I will get you bookmarks. I will get you followers. Hopefully, get you potential buyers. I will do all of that one I will not do with your sponsored giveaway. What is she doing right here? What is she doing? Talking about how you're a good girl and you're going to be eating my snowflake. You're going to be out here eating my snowflake. Talking about how you're a good girl. Yeah. There she is. Here's a troublemaker. Here's the troublemaker that nurse is just going to be watching the whole week. Here's a troublemaker. Here she is. Troublemaker. She was the star of the show yesterday, Webster. She was the star of the show. Everybody's coming up, talking about her, asking because right now, especially the way she got her haircut, she looks just like a baby husky. And I was like, oh my goodness, she's gonna be so big. I'm like, nope, she's fully grown because she got the haircut now, so she looks just like just like a baby husky. Did you eat any jerky? I did not eat any jerky now. Yeah. So now she is a Pomsky. She's a Pomeranian Husky. So she's full grown. She is a star. 100%. She is a star. 100%. Who's next on our sponsor list, folks? Cornerstone. Yay! I love Cornerstone. Guys, go follow Cornerstone Crafts. Go follow Cornerstone. How does she like Cool Mat? We used it a lot yesterday, Cornerstone. We used it a lot because it was so hot. I put it in my little wagon, so she was sitting on it. Sometimes if it got really hot, we wrapped it around like a little burrito with the cooling mat. So it was great. Oh, I avoided it like the plague of Webster House Coop. I did not want to see you guys, so I avoided you guys like the plague. Guys, go follow Cornerstone Crafts if you have not followed her yet. That's Tiffany. She's absolutely awesome. She's a seller on here. She I'm part of Florida. I'm in Clearwater, in the Clearwater area. She volunteers at the 11th Hour Pet Rescue in New Jersey, a rescue that helps saves dogs like this, 11th Hour, from getting euthanized. If the guys want more dogs like this in the world, go and follow Cornerstone Crafts and go to her shows. All right. What kind of dog is she? She's a Pomeranian Husky. She's a Pomsky. If you guys like dogs, if you guys like cats, go to Cornerstone Crafts and go to her shows. Go buy from her because the money that she makes goes back to the shelter. which saves dogs and cats. All right. If you guys like dogs and cats, go follow Cornerstone. 11th hour is amazing, 100%, and 100%. I have a rescue. I'm rescue. I am for disabilities. My show kind of dies last night, so I kept running stuff. And within 10 minutes, I was back up into viewers. Lazy. That's how it works all the time, man. New Jersey in the house. Yep, that's where Cornerstone is. In the northwest part of Jersey, the corn part. Just by the corn. She is. How do you get on the sponsor list? So usually Top Shelf, I recommend coming in the show earlier and just buying them because I cannot be live here all day doing this. So usually after like the first hour or so, there's so many to get on the list that I take them off and I run them in future shows. But if you want to get on the next one, I have a show today at 12 p.m. You can get on that one. You can get it on it there. But just they're usually in the buy now section, and you just buy one there. It's called Sponsor $5 gift card, and that way we get on the sponsor list. But I'm saying like I have other stuff to do, so I try to keep these shows usually in 2 hours, 3 hours. Today's gonna be probably a little longer because we still have a list of like 85 names to go through, and I've already been on for almost 2 hours already. So it's gonna be tough to keep on the 2 hours today. uh, to I was charged for 4 hours show promotion that bugged and defected in my money last week. Only got one buy for promotion. Still waiting on my refund. Yeah, Mary, definitely continue to holler at them to get you that money back. But one of the good things that came from one of the good I know Stacy, it's okay. One of the good things that came from that promotion, or good things that came from that promotion, is that people now see what how it's not worth it. So Mary said they paid for 4 hours to promote her show. And out of those 4 hours, which I don't know what they charge her for 4 hours, like 70, $80, she got one buyer from it, right? So just say until they get that better, until I'm sure they will, until they get that better, where actually you get a much better return than getting one buyer for $70. I cannot personally, I cannot tell you guys to go in and use that too. I just can't. 137, yeah, so $137 that Mary spent, and she got one buyer out of it after 4 hours of her show, right? So it's just like in the beauty category, the just run rate is sometimes $6 an hour. That's insane. Yeah, so that's why I say I'll rather you guys, if you have $15 to spend and you're like, man, do I buy a gift card and polish it for $15, or do I buy uh, a promotion for $15? I can guarantee you get way more bang for your buck with the gift card that you buy from me. And also, I also give. That's another big reason why I have these rewards right here. I had the rewards tier right there. So if you watch, I think 5 of my shows for 10 minutes, you get a $5 coupon. I always recommend you use that coupon for something like this. So that way, if you're like, man, I want to promote myself, but I can't spend $15, you watch 5 of my shows, you get a coupon for using that, and then you can use the coupon for that as well, and it'll be even cheaper for you to do it. Yeah. Swaps up. That was so close to being you, but CCS Vintage, you got the giveaway. Congratulations. Wait, and I've got I bought a sponsor in your show before, and I got buyers, not just followers. Well, Lazy, thank you so much for saying that. That's again, I can't do that. I can't guarantee you buyers, but I can guarantee you I'll do my best to try to promote you to get you those buyers. The chat itself is the one that actually chooses to go there, to bookmark, to follow, and to buy. So that's shout out to the chat for doing that. Guys, next one is running for Sarah C. Guys, go follow Sarah C. Also, Dan O, hello from Glen Olden. YouTube Auctions, hello on YouTube. And Helen Dixon, hello to you on YouTube as well. What's going on? What's going on, YouTube folks? Everybody's watching me on YouTube, guys. If you want to come over to the fun's on Whatnot right now. If you guys want to come over and win the giveaway, go follow me on Whatnot and get the giveaway. So Sarah C sponsored the giveaway, but Sarah C has no bio. Sarah, you gotta give me something to work with here. I could say go follow Sarah C, but there's no bio, there's no scheduled shows, there's nothing like that coming up. So I can tell you, Sarah C has been a supporter of my channel for a while. I can tell you that she's been buying from me for a long time. So she has good taste. Okay, I can say that. So I'm guessing. I'm guessing that she's going to be selling pretty soon. She's gonna be selling pretty soon. I'm guessing. So maybe she'll have a bio in the future and shows in the future to bookmark. But definitely go and give her a follow. All right, you definitely go and follow. She's been buying from me for a long time. So she's a good human being. Maybe she's just buying to support too. Yeah, maybe she just want to give you guys a Starbucks. So even for that, definitely go do that. Tell me about taxes on whatnot. Taxes on whatnot, you gotta pay them. You gotta pay those taxes. You're awesome. I've gotten buyers and followers from your shows. Thank you. Oh, I love to hear it, Tracy. I love to hear that. Mileage Village says, I'm new to Whatnot. Can I return a defective item? Um, it's a gray area there because it depends on how the seller presented that item to you, right? If the seller said, hey, this item is tested and working, it's in good condition, and then it's defective and it does not work, yes, you can return it. But what happens a lot, especially in my category, is we do live unboxing. Like today at 12 p.m., I'm going to be doing a live unboxing. And in live unboxings, I always say these items were bought from a storage unit. They were untested. They were sold as is. If you are buying something that's sold as is, right, then you cannot return it for being defective because um, the item was sold as is. But if I'm doing a laptop and I say, hey, look at this, it plugs in, it works, it's tested and working, then you buy a laptop from me and it's broken and it's busted, then yes, you can return it for that, right? So it depends on the seller, it depends on how they present the items, it depends on the show. So I can't give you a clear black and white answer on that. But if you were, so let me tell you like this: if you were told one thing and what you got was a different thing, then yes, you can definitely ask for a refund. But if you come to my show and I'm doing a live unboxing show and I'm telling you guys this camera is still as is, untested, and it does not work, that's why I'm selling it as is. I'm selling it at $1, right? So that's kind of it's up to the person at that point. Because I'm taking the risk, right? I'm taking the risk that if it's a good tested working camera and it sells for $200 anywhere else, and I'm selling it as is, and it sells for $40 on my show, and if I would have tested it and it was working, I could have got 80 for it. I'm taking that risk by selling it as is, right? So it's a risk on both ends of the people, as a buyer and as a seller. Hopefully that answers that question right there. Going to have to keep watching for tips. I just started, and I was just in person. I'm just trying to figure out. Hey, that's why we're here for. That's what we're here for. Would you recommend hiring an accountant? 100%, 100%. I do. I have a CPA that I hire. That is great. If you don't have an accountant and you want some really good, I actually want to have them on my show. I think end of June. My friends at My Reseller Genie, they offer great seller support as and great features for resellers. They're called My Reseller Genie, and I think their stuff is like a couple bucks a month, $13 a month, something like that, and it really helps you with your taxes as well. I actually use them, and I have a promo code for them. They're going to be on. I'm gonna be interviewing them. I think end of June. We're working on that with them. So yeah, so they're a couple. It's Faith and Paul. Faith is a reseller. Paul is an accountant, and they make software that is great for taxes for resellers. So it's the perfect combination. So it's like a accountant and a reseller giving you guys advice for it. Right? Um, do they actually help file? No, they will not be your accountants, but they give you software to keep track of your profits and your losses and your coupons and all that stuff to do it. Right? Can you post their info? Shoot me a message because I cannot post links on here, but shoot me a message if you want to get more info about my Risk Genie. I will send you the information that way. because I can't post links on here. But if you want to get more information about them, shoot me a message for sure. Mm. Iva, Iva, I'm gonna butcher that name. Iva Arnell V Spot is next, guys. Iva Arnell, go follow Iva Varnell V Spot. Go give Iva a follow. Hello, hello. Welcome to the V Spot. Oh. I am V of Iva Arnell Frozen Finds. I'm a reseller of mostly pre-loved items and some new with tags. I take pride in sourcing items that are quality, clean, and cute. Iva pays homage for two women who are classy, fashionable, and frugal. My grannies. I love that. So unfortunately, Iva has no shows to bookmark. That sucks. You guys can't bookmark any of her shows. Looks like she's gonna be a brand new seller on here. So can we go and hit her with some followers, please? Can we go hit her with some followers, and then when it's time for her to bookmark, when time to have some shows, well, there be followers. Is there's a little room on the list? Not for this morning shows. Not for this morning shows, but there will be of opportunity again for today's show at 12 p.m. Say what again? The KU that you want me to say KU again? uh, love the chat here. How helpful they are involved. I've been getting cricket sometimes. Well, that's just my chat's always awesome like that. How do you find reliable sourcing? I'm scared of buying pallets and getting screwed. Little market. If you're scared of buying pallets, maybe buy boxes first. The people that usually offer pallets usually offer boxes as well. So maybe go figure them out first by buying a box instead of going all in and getting a pallet. Maybe buy a Gaylord, buy a couple boxes, see how it works. So I don't do the pallet game. I don't do the pallet game. So I am zero help to you when it comes to pallets. I source from garage sales, from estate sales, from storage units. I source from auction houses. I source from buyouts. I do a lot of estate sale buyouts and store buyouts. And then I also source on Facebook. A lot of times I go on Facebook and I buy from Facebook and I sell on here as well. I buy lots of things. Again, closeouts, all those things. I do that. So I don't do pallets. So when it comes to finding reliable ways to find pallets, I cannot answer that question. I'm not in a pallet game. But I can help you in other ways than that. Guys, are we following Iva? Huh? At what point would you recommend hitting someone for shipping? At what point would you recommend hitting somebody for ship? Why would you hit somebody to ship? Oh, hire. It's like, what the heck? Why would you want to hit somebody to begin with? Hiring someone for shipping, I would recommend hiring somebody when shipping becomes a bottleneck for you. In my case, it took me about a year doing Whatnot for a year by myself. And what I realized was happening was I would have my Whatnot show and I would stream for 3 hours, right? 3 hours, but then that show would take me 8 hours to ship. And that is not the kind of turnaround I want, right? I want to have another show right away and do the next thing, right? So um, I was like, wait a minute, this shipping is becoming a bottleneck. It's taking me way too long to ship this. Would it be financially responsible for me to hire somebody, pay them a good hourly wage, and will the shipping be faster for me? Will I be making more money in the long run? And what I realized now with Nikki, now that we have our shipping automated really, really well, I can do a mega show that is 3 hours long, and it will take us an hour and a half to ship that show. Like the shipping time dropped severely after hiring Nikki, and also me and her go back and forth on different practices we do to well, we switch things around and we try different things to make it faster and faster and more efficient and more efficient and more efficient. So now me paying her for her time is worth it because now I can have more shows where I can eventually make more money, right? If you were just hiring somebody for a comfort for you, like, oh, I don't want to ship, I want to hire somebody, but then you are not getting that money back, your business is not growing. But if you are hiring somebody to help ship for you, and in that result, you can say, wow, I hired somebody. Now I can have 2 more shows a week, 3 more shows a week, and now you're getting that money back and recuperating more, then it's definitely worth it. point in time. But you have to figure it out for yourself when that time is worth it. All sorts. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Welcome in. We are having a sponsored giveaway running by Iva right now, guys. Go follow Iva. Get in this giveaway. We have a Starbucks running right now. Have you made any sales from Whatnot Marketplace? I Misty Hustles. I've actually um, made a sale on Sunday from the Whatnot Marketplace. But usually, if I did a better job, Sweet Georgia Peach, you got to give it congratulations. If I did a better job of loading it daily with new stuff, I probably would get more sales. But what I did was I just cross posted all my stuff from eBay to my Whatnot Marketplace, and that's it. And I haven't touched it since then. And even with that little effort, I probably get a sale every 2 weeks on there. So they do come, but Whatnot is not really known for being that. Whatnot is a live selling platform. But what you can do is you can incorporate those items from your marketplace into your buy it now section. And then when you want to do something fun, for example, I was not planning on doing this, but whatever. We'll do something fun here. Let's say you want to do something fun during your show. I have this Boston Red Sox throw wall hanging blanket, right? It's $60 in my marketplace right now, right? I just imported it to my show. It's $60 for in my marketplace, but that's what it sells for. But I'm gonna run it right now for $1. All right, so it's running for $1. All right, so if you guys want it, it's $1 right now, right? So that's that you can do something like that, right? So if you have something that shits in your marketplace that you want to sell, and boom, now it's running, and whatever I get for it, right? Probably would recommend doing this at a community show. Probably recommend doing the selling show, but here it goes right there. Booking website recommend. Yeah, for bookkeeping, it will be My Rich Genie. My Rich Genie will do it. How do you leave your items that have sold from your inventory? So if they sold already, they should be already automatically gone. But if they look at that, Sabrina, thank you so much for your purchase, Sabrina. Look at that, and now the item is gone. Boom, GG's, it's out of here. And I think I paid $5 for it, and I got 21 for it. So I'm very happy with that return. And so that's and Sabrina's gonna get a great blanket for a low price, and everybody wins, right? and everybody wins. If you sell on eBay, or even if you cross posted. Oh, well, if you sell on eBay and you cross posted, you got to do them yourself. You got to find it in your marketplace and just get rid of it yourself. Who's next on the sponsor list, by the way? Dude, I can't find any aerographs in your shop. Would you sign something I buy? Um, I guess I could. So I find it weird. Always people asking for my autograph, but I guess I could. Um, I guess I could sign a sticker. If you want to buy a sticker, I'll sign a sticker. Southern Charm is next. Southern Charm is next. Do I have stickers in my shop? Hold on. Let me see if I have stickers in my shop. Guys, go follow Southern Charm. Import from inventory. Sticker. Right there. Boom. There. Slacking. I also don't have that many. I'm gonna have to put that down. Guys, are we following Southern Charm 7? Are we following Southern Charm 7? Here's the sticker. Southern Charm 7. She actually came on to my show on Sunday. All right. So Michelle lives in beautiful Northeast Georgia. Passion for vintage, antique, and perfect items. Proud mom of 2 wonderful young women. My oldest is married and getting a sweet baby girl in July. My youngest daughter is also married and has 2 adorable sons. My husband and I have been happily married for 27 years. Again, I feel like her husband made her say this. But says, my husband and I have been married for 27 years, and I feel so lucky that he shares my love. I feel so lucky that he shares my love for buying and reselling treasures. 100% her husband made her write that. 100% her husband said, please write this about me. Right? But life is truly a blessing. Her next show, guys, is Thursday at 1 p.m. She's doing Random Vintage. Thursday afternoon show as well, doing glass kitchen, home decor. She got a spotlight on the vintage kitchen Ray train. People asked about Ray trains and stuff like that. Well, look at that. June 17th, she's doing a vintage kitchen Ray train. So guess what kind of items she'll be running on that rate train? I'm guessing probably vintage kitchen items, right? So that's when people say, what kind of items you want on a rate train? It's based on what the rate train is, right? So if you're on a Disney train, you're running Disney items. If you're on a vintage kitchen rate train, you're probably running a vintage kitchen item. More like he's my mover beggar. Hey, but hey, if he helps, if he helps, it helps. Cyber auctions, cyber auctions, cyber auctions, cyber auctions. Paul sells, Paul signs cyber auction sticker. Let me say it 8 times in my head, and hopefully I'll remember. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it too, just so I don't forget. Cyber auctions, cyber auctions. I'm gonna do shipping as soon as the show is over, so hopefully I don't forget. uh, Starbucks is my heart at this point. Well, there we go. Some people are actually happy. Hey, Sire, I'm not saying they're happy, but I'm just saying is for her to talk about her kids and then and just sign them all. I guess that could work. Anyone interested in fragrance body oils? Follow me, please. Those better be sealed, girl. Beehive. Any person to recommend? We talked about this earlier, Beehive. So because you can't watch my show, unfortunately, I am now dual streaming all these shows to my YouTube. So that's why I can say, hey, go rewatch my show. Go follow me on YouTube, Philly Flipper on YouTube, and go to Selling Formats and Pricing Strategies. This will be a show you can rewatch after it's over. And we spent about 20 minutes talking about pricing strategies and pricing things. I had a whole chart that I showed. Yeah, you guys are here for my chart. Show the chart again. Talked about the chart. Look, I had a whole chart with fees and percentages and sales profits. We talked about all that. So if you guys wanna hear that and rewatch that, you definitely go to my YouTube and we talk about the best strategies for sure. What system do you use for bookkeeping to keep track of all your sales? Again, the one I would recommend is my reseller Genie. If you want a code for that, again, shoot me a message and I will get you a code for that. Good morning, Napoli. How are you? Just sign them all. Where do you find store closeouts? The ones I had the best chance of finding were just driving by. I was just driving by, and then you see store closing 90% off. You go in and you say, "Hey, what are you gonna do with the stuff when it's not sale?" And they're like, "Oh, we liquidate or whatever." And you can say, "Okay, well, can I buy it at 98% or whatever?" You give them a thing, and then once you get one connection, you do it all the time, and second, and you keep going. Or a lot of times, if you want to find another one, to go to Facebook and type in store closing on Facebook, you will see, hey, store closing, we're selling everything. You find it like that. You go to estate sales, right? You go to estate sales and you say, hey, what do you do if this stuff doesn't sell? That's right, Sky. You tell them, right? All those things, right? You have to put in unfortunately there is no website called storeclosings.com, and it's just you just file the store closings that way. You have to do the work. You have to do the work to get to it. You are late, Luna Loot. You are very, very late. But I forgive you. Uh, People return items. Yes, again, we talked about this also earlier today. People can return items, but it's a gray area based on how the person presented the item. If that makes sense. If I present the item that's tested and working, and the item is not tested, it does not work, you can return it. If I present an item and say sold as is, it's sold as is. I will not return that, right? If I present the item as genuine, real coach, and it's not real coach, you can return that, right? So like it depends on how the person presented the item for you to ask for a return. Can you ask for a return for just because you didn't like it? I will personally say no. To me, I'll say no. I will reject that return. But it depends on the person that sells it, right? So that's it. Does one that have shipping exchange? It sure does, cyber auctions. It sure does. Let me show you guys how to get that because it's a big thing. Uh, it's a big thing on here, guys. Who's next for the sponsor? Who is next? How do you handle people the buying that cancel right away? If the buying gets away and you say no cancellations, you can just reject the cancellation. You can just do that. Um, Tracy Goldman's next. I think Tracy Goldman 23. Tracy Goldman 23, guys. Go follow Tracy Goldman 23. This gift card is for her. Tracy Goldman. Let's see what you're about. Been a reseller for over 20 years on other websites, new to Whatnot, and I love it. I knew it to meet new people, love the peoples, don't give up, and good luck. Holy moly, Tracy, how haven't I heard of you? Tracy got sold for 4.9 thousand items already. You go, Tracy. 4.9 thousand. That's a lot of items you sold. 5-star rating, 2.6K followers. She sells vintage jewelry. Dollar starts on vintage jewelry. Dollar starts on brooches. I love brooches. Dollar starts on Christmas and Halloween jewelry. If you guys like jewelry, guys, looks like Tracy is your go-to for that. That's crazy. All right, so let me show you guys how to do the. Let me show you how to do this. All right, so in your shipment tab, this is how you do the insurance, because I don't think people talk about this enough. Let's see what happens here. Sabrina, right? Sabrina's the one that bought the whatever I call this thing, the Red Sox thing, right? If I want to offer insurance on that item, can you please go away? All right, I click on Sabrina right here, right? Can you please stop it? Okay, so Sabrina's right here, right? Click on that little pencil mark next to her name, right? All right, I'm trying to show anything. Okay, there's no information. This will pop up, right? And in this one, you can adjust the weight, the box, anything you want. But then you click down below, add insurance for the shipment. If I want to add insurance, you just click on that and you will get insurance. Add it for that shipment. Now, if you use USPS, which you're already using USPS, anything under $100 is already automatically insured, right? You already have insurance for up to $100. So it doesn't matter if it's going ground, if it's going priority, if it's going flat rate, it's already insurance up to $100. So if anything happens, you get $100 in insurance from that. But if you sell something for more than $100, I highly recommend you click add insurance, because then USPS can mess it up, and the max you can get is $100 back. So for example, here's a good example for me and a bad example for me. Good example first. On my mega show, I added insurance to all my items that are over $100, and a $400 package got lost. USPS lost one of my $400 packages from my mega show, which is a lot of stuff in it. It had lounge fires in it. It had rings in it. It had a bunch of good stuff in it, and USPS lost it. Buyer never got it. If I didn't buy insurance from that package, the max I could get back for myself was $100. I would have been lost out on that $300 extra. Because I paid insurance on that package, now USPS gave me $400 back. Unfortunately, my buyer got a refund. That's all they could get. But I got the money back in my pocket as well, right? So I didn't lose out, and it cost me like $3 extra to insure it. Another thing, Jarhead, TJ, if he's in here, he bought a bunch of creams and serums and stuff for me, and I forgot to insure that one. That was on me. I forgot to insure that one. And USPS like opened it and did a bunch of terrible stuff to that. So he asked for a refund. I refunded him, and unfortunately, because I didn't get insurance on it, the max I got back from USPS was $100. Right. So it's a good thing and a bad thing right there, right? So that's why I always say, always insure your stuff over $100. So that way, if something happens, you're always covered, and it costs you pennies. I think it's like $1 for every 100 items that you insure. I think it's $1 for every 100. So like if your package is $1,000, I think it's cost you $10 to insure it. Which would you rather spend $10 and insure it grand? I think you would. I think 100% you would. All right. So guys, are we all following? Are we all following Tracy Goodman? This gift card is for her. Hey Victoria, how are you? Hey Holly, how are you? How are we doing this morning? What was the question that I missed? Did you get paid for that students the shipping label with printed? Yes and no, Gwyneth. If you have 1,000 sales, yes. Right? If you have 1,000 sales, yes. If you don't have 1,000 sales, you have to wait for it to get delivered and to get rated. You want to start on Whatnot, but our start is $11 to break even. New with tags, mainly clothing. What are your thoughts starting there? I mean, if it's a good item and you think you can get $11 for it, then go ahead. I mean, like you're not losing out anything but by trying, right? Like it would have to be a really good shirt though. Like if you're selling amazing clothing and you're starting $11, like if it's like Free People or like Lulu or something like that, you're selling for $11, I can do it. But if you're doing just like regular Old Navy stuff for $11, it's gonna be hard to it's gonna be hard to justify somebody spending that much money with you guys here when they can go somewhere else and get it. What was the text question, Shelly? I thought I answered all the text questions today. I can try. I'm sorry that I'm getting questions left and right and center. So if I miss your questions, it's not on purpose. I promise. I ain't running for $1. Bought like 75 of them. Bought 1, 2, 3, 4. He bought 4 of them. So we'll do one of his right now. We'll do one more at the end, and then I'll do the other 2 in future shows, just because I want to I want him to get the max exposure as possible. I don't want to just want 8 of his in a row. So we'll do one right there, and then we'll do one right from right now. All right, guys, go follow Runner for $1. Nike, Adidas, Alpine Design. You can definitely sell those for 11 for sure. Guys, Runner for $1. Just sponsor this giveaway. Can we tag up Runner for $1? Go follow Runner for $1. It's actually going to be on one of my raid trains coming up all the way, I think, in August or something like that. But he's awesome seller on here. Sells in the storage unit category. August 23rd. Well, there we go. See, bro. Inga's always listening. He doesn't know yet. Oh, then we're gonna keep it quiet. Can somebody tag him, please? Can one of my mods tag Running for $1? Can you tag him? Doing laundry, listen. Running for $1 because go give him a follow. Thank you, Tara. You were the best. Right there, you there, guys. Go follow Runner for. That's not it. That's not him. That's not him. That's not it. Divine got it right. Thank you, Divine. That sounds wrong. Divine got it right. You buy from me. You buy it from me. I buy storage units. Circle of Life. Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, PA, New Jersey, guys. Storage unit buyer from all those locations. 16.8 thousand followers, right? That's a lot of followers in the storage unit category. 13,000 items sold. Sheesh. Next show, guys, is today at 1 p.m. He's on a rate train, and then he's on a 69 rate train on 6-9. With $6 steady shipping. I like that. Guys, go bookmark his shows. Go give him a follow. He is absolutely awesome. He's absolutely awesome. You guys are gonna love him. We love his style, and he runs it for $1. I mean that's his name is right there, right? You're the best for one moment of the day. Okay. How do you send perfect priority? I thought it has to go ground. So if you want to ship it properly, when you list your perfume, you have to click on hazardous under, and then you will get the proper label for it. That's how it works. I'm late to the game here, but can you talk about seller certificates for no tax? At what point should someone commit to getting one? I think those are like very cheap to get, Alyssa. So at the very beginning, you should commit to getting one because you're gonna be saving so much money on it. You'll be saving so much money by doing it because if you go to your thrift stores, you show them that, and you don't have to pay the taxes on it. If you go to your I buy a bunch of stuff from an antique booth over here. You show them that there, you don't pay taxes on that. Auction houses, you don't pay taxes on that. I think storage units, I think it works for those. At the bins works for those. Anytime there's money exchange, where there's a tax on there, you show them your certificate, and you don't have to pay taxes on it. Which in the very beginning when you get started, yeah, department stores, if you do retail arbitrage, it's worth it right away. Uh, uh, so it's free in Michigan, but depends on your state. Google it is. If it's free, especially, sheesh. Eh? It was very easy. Can I DM you about some jewelry I have for sale? It's 925 and 14K. Yeah, for sure, Dana. I'm always looking to buy. Could you show me how to set up the shipping when it's starting a show? I have the shoes set up, I had the shoes set up, not shipping. Do you have to list each item individually? You can list each item individually, but you can also do multi quantities. So if you're doing shoes, I would recommend just do one listing for shoes, but do quantity like 100. And just keep showing shoes and can just do one next for next for next for next, and whatever the pair is, just label it that way. At thrift stores, what do, man? Can you please explain how to get the seller certificate in Florida? Just Google it. How do I get a seller certificate in Florida? It do the steps on there. Can I show? How can I show items without weighing each one? And if you already kind of can guess, you can just put in the guess. The good thing is one that gives you kind of a field, like you get 1 to 2 pounds. So if it's in that range, you're good to go. 4 to 7 ounces, 8 to 11 ounces. You can kind of, if you want to do it, guess. But if you're not certain, I would recommend weighing each one. I cannot do. People keep asking about the giving away thing. I can't give it away because you paid $4 to buy it, and it will cost me more than $4 to ship it. So unfortunately, I can't. Whoever asked to give away what they bought, I'm just going to ship it to you because I'm going to lose money by doing it as a giveaway. I can't put it in an envelope and ship it for 70 cents because it's a keychain. How do you run a show without having to list each item? Um, you could do it by multi quantity if you want. So, for example, the show that I have today, I'm going to have a show tonight where was today at 12 p.m. I'm having a show today at 12 p.m. I'm going to have small, medium, and large, I think, for that show. So I'm going to have small items, medium items, and large items. So I have 3 listings, but all the quantities are going to be um, 999, right? So I have a small, which is going to be 4 ounces. I'm going to have a medium, which is going to be probably 11 ounces. I'm going to have a large, which is going to be 1 pound. And that way, I'm going to pick something up. I'm like, oh look, I'm going to sell this mug. That's a large. Right? I click large, and I run it. I give it to Nikki. Nikki puts it away. All right, now I'm going to sell this action figure. This is a small, right? Okay, so now I'm going to run this as a small and sell it that way. So if you guys actually want to see how that works, come to my show today at 12 p.m. You'll see how I do that show with very minimal listings, I would guess. It'd be that is better explained or like shown than explained, I would say. There's one for $1. There's Tracy. Divine Finds is next, guys. Can we go follow Divine Finds? Go follow Divine Finds. This is a Starbucks gift card that is running for Divine Finds. Now to Divine, we have running for $1. We have Amy. I believe that's it, right? Then I gotta do 2 running for $1 for future shows. First show is Sunday. Oh my goodness, guys! First show is Sunday. Can we all go bookmark their first show? First show Sunday 3 p.m. Guys, that show only has 3 bookmarks. There's 180 people in here. Can we all go and bookmark their first show on Sunday? I want to see those bookmarks light up. New to Whatnot, but it's been selling on all platforms since 2001. So Nate has been selling it for a while. Get the finds from estate sales and more. Sunday 2 p.m. for jewelry. Follow my wine. Oh, you're Divine's husband. Oh, now I like you even more. All right, we love Divine Discontent, right? So this is Divine's husband. So he's serious seller. All right, guys, go follow first show, bookmark the first show. Oh, look at that. Damn, y'all went quick. I love it. Already 32 bookmarks. Can we get over 50? Can we get over 50 bookmarks for his first show on Sunday? That would be amazing. Can we get over 50? I believe we can. All right. Go and follow Divine first show Sunday. All right. So can you add quantity during the show? Do you just add a big amount of listings so you don't run out? Yes. Because you don't have to sell everything you have in your show, right? So I can do quantity 999. And if I only run 70 items, I run 70 items, and that's it. And then I can just clone the rest of them over, right? So yes. Do you have Zen? Yes. I have a giant Raydon collection. I have different Raydon cups for every single day. Today I'm doing like in the Zen mode. Sorry. Don't apologize. It's just the people don't understand how that works. So that's why I have to explain it to you. But yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about it at all. Just this doesn't make any sense for me to do it that way. But definitely don't apologize for it. Trying to get Kayla's out of here causing trouble on on the YouTube. uh, guys, we're 47. We're so close. Guys, 47 bookmarks for Divine. Can we get 3 more guys to go bookmark the show? Paul, would you entertain being in my documentary about Riesling, Flight? If you want me to be, sure. I don't know. I'm sure you can find some better people to put in your documentary. But if you want me to be, yeah, I will definitely entertain. We're gonna win this weekend. Noah, we better win. If we don't win, then it's screwed. Just to let you know, that was my husband bidding on those Hooters cards. Oh, sure, Devil Trey, sure, sure. Blame your husband for outbidding me. Sure, Devil Trey. You're actually the person that influenced me to get into this market. Oh, well, thank you, Cyberrockers. I'll be humbled. So, guys, Noah Baller is talking about the competition this weekend. We're called the Baller Jig competition. Then me, Noah Baller, Jen Jig, all the other people are in there. I'm on Team Baller's team, which the team is going to win. Yes, you missed Hooters cards. I also missed them too because Double Trade kept outbidding me on them. It's a full set of Hooters cards. I wanted them for my personal collection, but Double Trade didn't want me to be great. She kept outbidding me. Guys, go follow Divine Finds. And but this weekend, guys, I am bringing crazy stuff. I'm bringing a $500 Coach bag. That Woody that you guys saw earlier in the show, $300 Woody. I'm bringing him. I'm bringing gold, silver, you name it, just absolute insanity because we want Team Noah to win. Right? Uh, Divine is a 51 bookmarks, guys. I'm proud of us. We did it. We did it. What are we gonna have the same? That's a great point. That's a great point. Noah. We're probably gonna have something the same. Let's see. Let's see what I'm bringing that you probably will have as well. Are you bringing Pokemon? Are you bringing this by any chance? A really rare Mew card? You probably have that. I got like 5 lounge flies. Sega, you got a Sega? I got a Sega. So that's probably going to be something we have similar. I'm bringing a Sega Genesis lot. So you seen that? There we go. I actually bought a portable Sega Genesis yesterday. I'm going to add that today to the listings. I'm going to be adding stuff all week. Pam, I'm not sure you're in here. Pam, congratulations. Heritage, yes. So what happens if you want to buy a gift card, but then you want to give it to somebody else? You can definitely do it. Just let me know before I run it. We're ending the show in about 10 minutes here, but for the future, for sure, you can definitely sponsor one for somebody else. All right. After this, we have Amy Cole, and then we got one more for running for $1. All right. Okay, this one is running. This one is for Amy Cole. Amy Cole 23034. Amy Cole 23034. Retired paramedic, mom of 2, amazing young men, and a granny of 2 sweethearts. I've always been a purveyor. Make me challenge me with big words like purveyor of things and have been buying and selling for years. Decided on January to venture onto Whatnot. Let's build a busing community. You go from purveyor to bussin in the same bio. Well, that would not have did not have that on my bingo card. Purveyor and bussin in the same bio. Build a busing community to uplift and empower others. Welcome, we're open for business. I absolutely love that, guys. Next show for Amy is tomorrow at 8:33 p.m. She's doing Murano, Libby, and Carnival Glass. That show, guys, has 0 bookmarks. I was the first bookmark on that show tomorrow, guys. If you guys like Murano, Libby, or Carnival Glass, Go follow Amy Cole 23034. Somebody please pin her. Let me, somebody, thank you. There we go. Thank you. Good morning, Valerie. How are you? Dude, my first rate train Friday. The person before me is closed. The person after me is vintage. I sell movies. What do you suggest? JSK Boom. What is the rate train about? I would suggest selling stuff the rate train is about. If it's an open category rate train, if it's an open category race, you can sell whatever you want. Sell what you are known for. So that way the people that buy it from you can come back and buy it from you again, right? If you're gonna be selling outside your category, if it's an open category, you can choose whatever you want. Say, hey guys, I sell this. If you want more of this, come to my regular shows at this time. Right. So like for example, when I get invited to like Pirates Big Train in the storage unit category, I sell stuff on that train that I usually sell on my shows. So you will see me bring my 925 jewelry. You will see me bring my Pokemon card. You will see me bring all of these things and say, hey, if you guys like this 925 jewelry, I have it all the time on my Saturday shows. If you guys like these Pokemon cards, if you guys like these slabs, I have them all the time on my shows. Right. So use the train as an exposure for people to come to you on all the time, not just on the train. That's the biggest misconception of trains is people see a train as an opportunity to make money quick in a short period of time. Use a train as a way for you to get exposure so you can get the buyers to come to your shows all the time, right? That's the best way for you to use the train. Guys, go follow Amy. Go follow Amy. Let's see if she got any more bookmarks. 9 bookmarks. Do y'all hate Murano and Libby and Carnival Glass? Y'all don't like Murano Glass in here? You're welcome. What's the best category to sell in? Whatever category you can make a show in. Right now, I feel like one does a really good job of pushing out all the categories. But if you have a lot of jewelry, you sell in the jewelry category. If you have a bunch of stuff, sell in the storage unit category, estate sale category, deal hunting category. If you have new items, if you do pallet pools, deal hunting category is a good category to choose from. If you sell books, put in the book by category, Pokemon category. Whatever category you pick from, you do it. I thought I did listing as a flat rate. The end of the show is all lump as one box, then charge me a lot of shipping. Can I fix that? I did listing for flat rate. It in the show as well as lump as one box and charge me a lot for shipping. Did you not choose the flat rate shipping in your shipping profile? You must have, Kim. I don't know why you just gave me money, but thank you so much. And what I mean by that was when you're doing your show, let me show you right here. When you're editing your show, you can do a listing as flat rate, but if your shipping right here is not set up for flat rate, that means nothing. You have to set up your shipping profile on your show. You have to set it up. See how mine says USPS priority mail, right? There's an option of priority mail, flat rate, and ground advantage. If your shipping is set up for priority mail, doesn't matter which listings are. Your label will come out as priority mail. This is what you have to click on if you want to do flat rate stuff on your thing. Now, if you messed up and you did priority and your stuff came as a flat rate, you can go to your, you have 5 free adjustments on whatnot. You can click on that listing that you guys sold and click edit and then put on flat rate. For example, let me see if I can show you right here. So we're back on our shipping. This is important, guys. We're back on the shipping tab. Let's say Sabrina today. Sabrina's the one that bought the blanket for me. Let's say I wanted flat rate. I click edit, and right here it says use flat rate boxes. You can toggle that, and now that listing will become a flat rate listing. But you have 5 free of these. You can use a week. All right. So even if you messed up and you got charged a lot of shipping, you can do that, and it will put all your stuff into a flat rate box, and you will save money that way. Oh, well, thank you, Deal Master. I appreciate that. You don't have to do that, but thank you. Hopefully, I answered that question. All right, Royal Crown. Okay, good. All right. Once you get the confidence to be in front of the camera, it just comes over time. It just comes over time. Like right now, I feel like I'm talking to myself and to an empty room. I never look at the number. If you look at that number, you might get overwhelmed that there's 190 people just watching you right now. So I just I just never look at that. Guys, we have one more, and then we're going to rate out. We got one more. This one is for Running for a Dollar again, and then I owe Running for a Dollar, I think, two more in future shows. But Running for a Dollar, guys, go follow Running for a Dollar. Go follow and bookmark Running for a Dollar. Absolutely awesome human being. Again, storage unit seller. Absolutely awesome items. Go give them a follow. If you guys sponsor one today and I did not run it, let me know right now, or let one of my mods know right now, and we'll do it. Right? But I think we got them all done for the day. Then I owe Running for a Dollar two more in future shows. Guys, get in a giveaway. Go follow Running for a Dollar. Ground Danger was priority over £5. Ground Danger would be a lot cheaper for you, because it's a cheaper option. But your people will get your people will get the items slower, and you have to find your own boxes. The reason why I do priority mail, nobody judge my mess right now. The reason why I do priority mail is because over there, you guys see that right there? You guys see that right there? That is my hoard of boxes. My whole closet is full of priority mail boxes. The reason why I choose priority mail is just because it makes shipping so much easier for me. The boxes are free from USPS.com, and it makes and the amount of time I save and money I save on buying boxes is worth it for me to pay up for the shipping aspect when it comes to my show. Now, if you have a good way to get cheap boxes or free boxes, big boxes you can use for Ground Advantage, go ahead, do that because it's gonna be cheaper for you. But I use priority because of that. Also, if you're selling food, something like that, and you want your people get your stuff faster, I would highly recommend you use priority mail. It doesn't matter what it is when it comes to shipping, because nobody wants to buy your banana bread and then you use it ground, and then I get it 10 days later. I don't want that banana bread anymore. If I'm buying banana bread from you and it takes me 10 days to get the bread, right? If you're doing food in the snack category and all that stuff, definitely try to get priority mail because nobody wants that food when it comes to later. So when one selects uh when one selects GA, you can switch to priority at this act. I don't know what GA means. Oh, ground advantage? Yes. So if one that selects ground advantage for you, you can no, you can only switch it to flat rate. You can't put it in priority mail after the fact. The only thing you can switch after the fact is to flat rate. But you can switch to, as I showed you right there, you can put it on priority mail for your show. So the whatnot will never pick ground advantage. Oh, I think I'm ground advantage for like 15 ounces. If it's under 15 ounces, yes, it will be GA. You can switch it to priority mail by putting it at a pound. So let's say if you want to put a priority label, you can edit it, make it a pound, and it'll become a priority label. But you're gonna have to pay the difference unless you use one of your free adjustments. Hopefully that makes sense. So for you to, let's say your stuff is, if you want to make it priority mail, just make it a pound, and then automatically it will become priority mail because they can't do ground advantage at a pound. The label prints out and it's G on it. You cannot use it. No, you cannot. You cannot use a if your label says ground advantage, you cannot put it in a priority box. How do you report someone? I believe you click on their name and click report. I think that's the way to do it. Nobody try it on me right now. No, nobody try it. But I believe you click on their name in the top corner and click report. Too late. Yeah, for ground advantage, you can use poly mailers, you can use bubble mailers, you can use for ground advantage, you can use absolutely anything besides a priority box. Or if you've already blocked them, you can unblock them and then click report and block them again. If you want to do that. So unblock them real quick, report them, then block them again. Can you ship priority even if it's over 5 lines? Yes. Yes, you can. I've shipped 19, 20, 30 pound boxes before priority mail. Yeah. Yes, you can. Hi, man. I think what's happening? Look all the cool YouTube folks in here. Aren't you going to be late? When am I going to be late for? It's only 9:39. It's only 9:39. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Very funny, Gabe. Very funny. Gabe with the jokes today. Gabe with the jokes. uh, that makes sense. My little guys keep getting bundled. My little guys as Grand Advantage done, and I want them to go priority. So I'll change the way and pay the difference. Yes, you could do it that way. That you have to have a buyer's you have to have a buyer's up. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Priority max is at 70 pounds, correct. I have money pending because packages never got scanned in. It's been months. I messaged for help, but no help. If scanned in as in like big T, if they already started tracking and they haven't moved, then you can get the money back. But if there's been no initial scan, unfortunately you're SOL on that. Well, like if there's been no initial scan, you can't do it. But if they're already tracking and they get lost somewhere, you can report that to whatnot and put it on the lost package, and you'll get your money back for that one. But if there's like no initial scan, then unfortunately there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing to do. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna head out. We're gonna go. My girl Hodge gave me a huge raid on Sunday, so we're gonna go return the favor by giving her a huge raid right now. So guys, go say hi to Hodge for me, and guys, come back here at 12 p.m. I come back here at 12 p.m. We're doing a live unboxing. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'll see y'all there.